Hey everybody, what's going on? You guys doing alright? Okay, I hope you're all doing very well. So tonight I've got a special treat for you guys and myself. You're not going to believe this. This is a macaroni and cheese pizza. Okay. This is from Vito's Pizza. It's macaroni and cheese, and you guys know I love bacon, right? So there's bacon sprinkled all over the macaroni and cheese. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. You guys know I love chips with my pizza too, right? So I got a fresh can of Pringles. Okay. So I'm gonna eat my pizza, eat my Pringles, hang out with you guys for a while, okay? So, first things first, you guys sit back, relax, put your feet up, okay? Don't worry about anything, okay? You just take it easy for a while. Dr. Eats is gonna take care of you for a while. Just kidding. So, let's see if I can get a piece of this here. There we go. There. That is so good, you guys. So I ordered the pizza, and I really wanted bacon on there, but I forgot to order it with bacon. So I called back like 5 minutes later, and I was like, hey, I just ordered a pizza, a few minutes ago. The mac and cheese pizza. I wanted bacon on there. Can I still get bacon? He's like, yeah, we can do that for you. I'm like, yes. So, can you tell I'm excited? So I was, earlier today, I was just kind of bored, I was flipping through the channels trying to find something to watch, and, with all the, hundreds of different channels it seems like there is out there today, I couldn't find anything to watch. There was like nothing on. And I started thinking, they just don't make TV shows like they used to. Back in the 70s and 80s, there were so many good TV shows on. You could just literally just turn on the TV and just start watching whatever was on. There was just so many great shows back then. now with Netflix and Hulu and the Amazon Fire Sticks and all that, there's like really nothing on regular TV that's very good. There's a few good shows, I'm sure, but not like it used to be. I really like watching older TV shows. For one, I really enjoyed them because I was younger, and I don't know, they were just a part of my life. You know what I mean? So growing up and having favorite TV shows and that, they're something that always sticks with you. But I think it's really cool too to see actors the way they are now and the way they were back then. One of my favorite TV shows was Happy Days. I think I mentioned this in one of my earlier videos, but the Fonz, he was so cool. I wanted to be just like him. But the actor Tom Hanks, he's one of my all-time favorite actors. He's played so many different roles. He's just I think one of the best actors ever. He was actually in an episode of Happy Days once. I don't really remember the exact story, but Tom Hanks went to Arnold's Diner and he challenged the Fonz to a fight, and he was all dressed up in his karate uniform, and I guess he was a black belt in karate, and the Fonz didn't have to do anything because Tom Hanks just basically karate chopped everything in the diner. The Fonz just stood there and kind of like ducked and dodged all the karate chops, and eventually Tom Hanks just wore himself out, and it was a really cool episode. But it's cool like that when you see actors when they were really young before they got started. I actually met Morgan Freeman once when I was in the 3rd grade. He was on a television show called The Electric Company for, it was a kid's show like Sesame Street and Romper Room and that. And Morgan Freeman was on that show for 4 or 5 years. I'm sure he doesn't remember me, but I remember him. Oh, wow. I almost forgot about my chips. I love these Pringles. I could literally sit here, you guys, and talk for hours about those TV shows back in the 80s. There was a big group of like action, like comedy action type TV series. There was the A-Team. You guys remember the A-Team? That was a really, really great show. Mr. T, he was my favorite character. He always wore all those gold chains and bracelets and rings and all that stuff. But the action comedy, TV series, they were a big hit back then. There was the A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard, BJ and the Bear. You guys remember that one? There was just a ton of them. Knight Rider with the kit car. But Dukes of Hazzard, that was one of my favorites. And, they had that car in there, they called it the General Lee. It was a 69 Dodge Charger. That was such a beautiful car. I'd love to have one of those today. They estimated there was 250 to 300 of those Dodge Chargers they literally destroyed during the filming of that TV series. Isn't that crazy? Wow. But, it was a popular show and they did some crazy things with those cars. But I knew they wrecked a lot of them, but I had no idea it was that many. Another really popular show back then was Taxi. You guys remember that one? Wow, that was awesome. That was a really funny show too. You guys remember the episode where Jim went to go get his driver's license. That was so funny. If you guys know the episode I'm talking about, you'll definitely remember it. And if those of you that haven't seen that episode or the show or anything, look it up. It's called Jim Gets His License or something like that. And he's got all these friends from the taxi station that he works with, and they all go down to the license bureau with him when he's a grown man. He's never had a license before, or he has to get something renewed. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but he's got to take the written portion of his test, and it's just hilarious. So if you guys remember that one, let me know in the comments. Yeah, there were so many good shows back then. Another one I really liked was Magnum P.I. Tom Selleck. That was such a great show. Tom Selleck, he was a carpenter before he got into acting. That was an awesome show. Miami Vice, I really enjoyed that one. When that show first came out, it was like, wow. It was like the biggest thing ever back then. Crockett and Tubbs and all the fancy clothes and cars and whatnot. Bruce Willis, when he was really young, was in an episode of Miami Vice. Awesome show. That's another one. Oh, MacGyver. Remember that one? MASH, that was another popular one. My mom actually knew Jamie Farr way back then in the 70s. That was so good, you guys. Macaroni and cheese pizza with bacon on top. Wow. Definitely have to order that one again. So how you guys doing? Getting sleepy? Ready to fall asleep? I hope so. Having a few more of these chips. I really like talking about these old TV shows. Another one was The Love Boat. Oh, I love that show. I don't know why. It was just kind of corny, but I really liked it. This year, I hope I can go on a cruise somewhere. That'd be so awesome. I don't know. I would just love to go and be out on the ocean and, just, see the sights and look at all the fish and, just something different. I haven't done that in a while, so. Oh, Three's Company, that was another one. Wow. These shows are just so awesome. Everybody always, they have their, favorite landlord in that show, Three's Company. I think I really like Mr. Furley. A lot of people like Mr. Roper. There was 2 different landlords for different seasons and whatnot. But yeah, that was an awesome show. They always had something crazy going on too. It's funny too, like the behind the scenes. When you find out Suzanne Summers, she literally quit because she wanted a raise and they wouldn't give it to her, and she was like the biggest star on the show. So. John Ritter got a big, huge contract, and Suzanne Summers wanted at least as much as he was getting, and they said, no, we can't do that. That's crazy, So she's like, fine, I quit, and she just walked off. All right. There's so many of them. I actually wrote a few of them down here. I think I already got most of them. Oh, what was that other one? Who's the Boss? That was another really kind of a different show. Alf, that was a funny comedy one. I loved Alf so much. Like I said, I could go on and on and on about these. Family Ties. Anyway, I'm sure I forgot a lot of them, but there were so many great ones back then. There was a lot of good detective shows too. Hill Street Blues, Cagney and Lacey. Lawyer shows like L.A. Law. Yeah, I could just, like I said, go on and on. So, but anyway, I don't want this video to be too long. So, I hope you guys had a good time tonight. Again, that was Vito's Pizza. I don't know if you guys have one near you. Try the macaroni and cheese pizza. It's really delicious. Okay, so All right. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for all of your support and all of your awesome comments. It really makes my day, so I really appreciate it, okay? All right. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.